Hello everyone, I'm back with another video on crypto options. In the last video, you must have seen that there was a Deribit connection that was there on Signal Plus, and on top of that, I explained all the concepts that were there in the previous video. In this video, I'm going to talk about two things: how to connect to different exchanges on Signal Plus. So, in the last video, as you would have seen, there was Deribit connection. In today's video, we are going to see how to create that connection. So on Bybit and on Deribit, these two exchanges, I'll create an API and then connect to Signal Plus using those API, so that you guys know how to connect to different exchanges that are there on Signal Plus and trade on different exchanges using Signal Plus. So that is one part of the video. In the second part of the video, I'm going to talk about PnL Attribution. Now, if you're following me on Twitter, you must have seen me engaging with folks on PnL Attribution. So that is something which we are going to cover in the later half of the video. In delta trading, what happens is if you are right on direction, you make money. So delta trading is like long futures or short futures or long equity or short equity. So if you are right on direction, you will make money. If you are wrong on direction, you will lose money, period. There's no ifs and buts about that. But that is not the case with options. Options are a complex instrument, and there are a lot of components involved. So PnL attribution tells us that what part of my PnL is coming from which component. So it could be a case that I'm right on direction and my options strategy is still lost money. Conversely, it is also possible that I'm wrong on direction and still make money. An example of it is, let's say there is very high IV currently, and Nifty is trading at, or let's say crypto BTC is trading at 115K, and there is high IV due to some event which is expected that that is going to happen tonight, and crypto is going to go up. So with that high IV, let's say 130K call option is trading at an insane IV, and there's huge premium on that. So you short that call, and your expectation is that the event which is about to happen will not happen, and Bitcoin might go down. On the other hand, what happens is that event takes place and Bitcoin goes up, but the IVs crash, and you still end. So Bitcoin goes to, let's say, 120, 122K, and the IVs crash massively post that event. So you still make money on that short call option of Bitcoin. So that is possibility in options. So that is why PnL attribution will tell you what part of your PnL is coming from delta, what part is coming from theta, and what part is coming from vega. So those kinds of things we are going to talk about in this video. All right, let's go ahead and start with the exchange connections. Okay, so currently I'm in Deribit, and from the main menu, these are the options. If you click on profile, if you click on account, then these are the options. So I have come to API. So we have to create a new API. So I'll create add new key, and we can simply select Deribit generated key. There's no need of going to self generated key. Then click next. Block trade read write, block RFQ read write, account read write, trade read write, and wallet maybe just read access we can give, custody none, and then we can give it some names. Let's say Ashish underscore SP for Ashish Signal Plus. If you want this to happen from a specific set of IPs only, then you can provide IP whitelist also. And then just click on create a new API key. Now I have activated the Google Authenticator for this. So I'm going to put my 2FA code. Okay, so this is the API that I just created. Now I need to go to Signal Plus and add a new account. So we can come here and say, so this is where you will see all the accounts that are there. Okay, so I'm going to come here and say add new account, and these are the exchanges that you can connect to. All the large global exchanges that are there, you can connect to any of these. So right now we are trying to connect to Deribit. In case you don't have any account in Deribit, and if you want to open, you can create an account using Signal Plus, and you will get a 10% discount on trading fees also. It's creating account is very simple. You just have to provide your email ID, phone number, and then for verification, you will have to do a ID verification. So that KYC is mandatory. Without that, you won't be able to trade. So I already have an account, so I'm just going to do API connect. So we need to provide two things here. One is API key and second one is API secret. So API key is this one and API secret is this one. I repeat, first one client ID is API key, second one client secret is API secret. And then the account name, which I can say Deribit, confirm, and it says bound successfully. So I have now created a new account, which is Deribit, and which is now added here. Okay. Similar way, we can bind a Bybit account also. Okay. So again, there are some offers with different exchanges if you create an account using Signal Plus. And then if you already have an account, you can just provide the API key and API secret and connect that exchange to Signal Plus. So now I'm going to Bybit. So here again, from the main menu, I've come to API and I will say create new API key. Again, system generated API key. Okay, name of the API key is Ashish_SP. I want it read write. Let's say no IP restriction and unified trading. Here trading no assets here. Yeah, these are all the things that I want to do. Okay, and then I will say submit. Send verification code. Put the verification code here, and it needs the 2FA code as well. Okay, so it has generated an API key and API secret. Again, I'm coming to Signal Plus. I will enter the API key, which is here, and then API secret, which is here, and trade account name. So again, let's say that will be Bybit, and it says bound successfully. So I have now Deribit as well as Bybit. Both the accounts are connected to exchanges, and I can take any of the trades that I want using smart dealing option of Signal Plus, which we saw last time. Yeah, so that's how quickly you can connect to an exchange on Signal Plus. It's that simple. I'm going to move to the second part of the video on PnL attribution. Okay, so PnL attribution. So at the start of the video, I talked about what is PnL attribution and what it tells. So basically, it tells us that the PnL that we see on any of our positions, what part of it is coming from delta, what part of it is coming from vega or theta or gamma, and things like that. So that's what PnL attribution is. Now, before I talk about PnL attribution and how can we see in Signal Plus the PnL attribution of our positions, let's spend a couple of minutes on why is it important to understand PnL attribution in first place. So PnL attribution basically tells us what in our strategy worked and what did not. Okay, so let's say if you have a strategy that you are doing, let's say week on week or month on month, and if you do PnL attribution of that trade that you are closing, or as the trade is progressing, you'll get to know that what in that strategy is working. What are the legs that are contributing most in PnL attribution, and what are the Greeks of a particular leg that are impacting the PnL. So let's say you have a vol short trade or you have a ratio trade, and you see that it is the vega component of the trade on the short leg which is causing the most of my losses in this particular strategy. So that way you can change your strategy and come up with a better version of it. So that's why PnL attribution is important. I'm on this screen of Signal Plus, so you can add a widget here. Whatever widget you want, you can add. So I have added the widget for PnL attribution, this one, for this screen, to show how PnL attribution on Signal Plus looks like. So this is the trade that I also posted on Twitter, that I'm going to take this trade on. Underlying idea was for this trade was that Ethereum has been seeing outperformance over Bitcoin in the past few days. So that was the idea, that Ethereum is probably going to continue its outperformance. And the trade that I took was this call ratio, 4200, 5000, 1:2 call ratio. At that point in time, Ethereum was trading at around 4250 or maybe 4300, somewhere around that range. So that trade was, that the previous all-time high of Ethereum was 4800. So maybe it will test that once the rally starts. And that's exactly what happened. That news came and Ethereum went to 4800 and then slided from there. So this was the trade, and I have posted the trade on Signal Plus. I have added this trade on Signal Plus in this view at the same prices that I took the trade. And this is so I added this yesterday in this PnL attribution segment, and this is for 27th August and this is for 28th August. So it will show me the PnL attribution of each day as the trade progresses through the month. So if I look at 27th of August, the bulk of my PnL is coming from Vega. I think yesterday Ethereum was trading at around 4600, and that was the reason, the delta PnL which was there in the 4200 call was probably negating the delta PnL of the two short 5000 calls, and the entire PnL that was there was coming from the Vega component. However, if we look at the same PnL attribution as of today, when Bitcoin has slided to about 4500, that's a 2% drop. I see some PnL in delta now, because the delta component of the 4200 strike slightly more than the short 5000 calls. And again, the Vega PnL has increased, which is 0.0027 at this point. So the entire PnL 0.0049 is comprising of mostly two things, which is delta and Vega, and some part of it is coming from theta also. So time decay is happening, so theta component is there, which is 0.001. However, as of yesterday, it was mostly from Vega. So this is how you can, check the PnL attribution of any of your trade that you are taking. You can just put on the trade here and then check the PnL attribution, refine your strategy, make it better, for future trades. So that was what I wanted to talk about in this video. If you are looking for exploring crypto options, this is one platform, Signal Plus, which is used for options trading extensively. It lets you connect to different global exchanges like Bybit, Binance, Deribit, OKX. You name a major exchange and it is there on the Signal Plus. One big benefit of using Signal Plus is if you have multiple accounts, you can take trades on multiple accounts, and sometimes there are arb opportunities which are there. One of the exchanges see a Bitcoin drop or a Ethereum drop, while it is not there on any of the other exchanges. So using Signal Plus, you can quickly identify those arb opportunities and take the arb trades also. And it is an extensively options heavy platform, wherein anything that you can think about trading options, you can use in Signal Plus. So this is one thing which you can look for. I'll drop the Signal Plus link in the description of the video, which you can check out. Okay, yeah, that's about it. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys. Bye bye.